Go ahead, man.
Hey, my name is Jerry Menson. I'm making this video for an extremely nice guy who stopped to ask what was going on. He wanted to know what was happening. I used to work for DPW Department of Building Works, Building Maintenance. We had hangman noose in the workplace. I tried to report it in writing. Sent 4 letters to the mayor. 2 in my name and 2 in Daniel Matthew's name. It was totally ignored. No say-so came back whatsoever. So we have to soon decondone this kind of action. We had terrorism. I was called to a director office for a meeting after I wrote him about it. He got me in the office. He had an assistant director, a manager, and an employee analyst present. During the meeting, they started screaming and hollering. The director slammed his hands on the desk several times, yelling that this letter's not accurate, nothing in this letter's accurate, and I won't believe a word you say. So I done lost before I even got started. So I handed them a letter reading that I had filed a Title 7 complaint against my manager who run DPW Building Maintenance.
And this was a couple years ago, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I also told them that I had filed a second Title 7 complaint against this manager. So as they screamed and yelled, this manager, after he reading this letter, he slammed both hands on the table and yelled at me, "Do you know who I am? Do you know my name?" He once told me that he think all black people ought to be in prison because he worked in a prison. He told me that when I got you in my sight, I was trying to take up for a new employee who had just came. I thought he was treating him wrong. He walked up to me, took his hand, made it in the shape of a gun, pointed straight between my eye, act like his thumb was a trigger. He did a recall, and he told me, "Ain't nothing to what you do. I got 2 men at the prison shoveling SHIT could do what you do." That was total humiliation. I've been doing what I do for 43 years. I started February 1972. I went to the assistant manager, told her that the man said that he was treating me extremely bad. She told me 3 times to retire rather than resolve the issue. It took us 23 days to get back to me. We were supposed to have a meeting, 3 of us. But the guy did all the stuff. He did not show up for the meeting. I asked him where he was. He said he had to go to another meeting, but instead I found out later he called a meeting at the exact time with my manager, and all they talked about was hunting and fishing. Rather than showing up to me, just let me vent or whatever I had to do to get this over with. But instead, this director, she wanted me to retire. That was her answer to this meeting.
And let's see, part of the accusations, or part of what you say is going on there, involves some racist complaints. And you got a picture of a hangman's noose hanging up in the offices. In fact, you got a couple pictures of it here. How far did you take your complaint? And what was the result when you took it to the next level?
Okay, after reaching the mayor and reaching out to the Louisiana Commission on Human Rights, that investor called these 2 employees, the director and the employee analyst, and they would not tell what took place according to the one who took the message. I wrote to the EEOC in New Orleans. Finally, they gave me a letter of right to sue. We filed a suit after talking to, matter of fact, I went to quite a few lawyers before I was able to find one. And the only way I got a lawyer was 3 attorneys from the Attorney General recommending one.